edition of Growth Driven. Are you someone that's never written a book, but you really want to write a book? Well, here's my beginner's guide to writing your first book. Edwin Dearborn here, another edition of Growth Driven. And I want to talk to you about writing your first book. So, look, there's a lot of guides out there. There's a lot of information out there about writing a book. I am not the ultimate authority. I mean, there's so many online courses. I'm just here to give you my perspective. This is my view. I've written an actual book that you can buy on Amazon, became an Amazon bestseller. I've written an ebook you can get on Kindle. I just finished my next ebook, which I have to the editor, and I just started my next ebook, which will be out probably in the beginning of next year. So I have some experience, but the experience I want to share is the overwhelm that I had to overcome in writing my book. And my first book was like giving birth. It was extremely painful. Number one, I had never written it before. I wasn't adapted to the technology of where to write it on. I used Google Docs. I didn't have an editor. It just eventually got one, and I was very proud when it happened. So I want to just give you some tips on how that first book can come out of you. I'm a believer in this principle of this Japanese principle called Kaizen. Small little steps continuously taken lead to a big result. I think that people get overwhelmed by writing an entire book. My first recommendation is don't write a book, write an ebook. Just do an ebook. On Kindle, it's 2,500 words is the minimum requirement. 2,500 words is about 250 pages per word. We're talking 10 pages. That gives you a win. It puts wind underneath your wings. You write 10 pages, maybe 11 pages, 12, maybe 20. And there you go. You got your first ebook. So let's talk about that. Let's just talk about getting your first win, because I believe that if you write an ebook, you won't have to go through all the pressure of, putting 50,000 words in print or whatever you've got this idea in. And you can write a short story, or you can write a how-to book. You can write something of interest to you, whatever it is. I'm not going to tell you what to write about. I'm just saying I would begin with something small, have a win on that, publish that as an ebook. Now, technically, you're an author, and you're like, okay, I have some confidence. It's like that in anything in life. If I want to become a black belt, I'm not going to expect myself to become a black belt overnight. I'm going to be white belt, then yellow belt, and so on and so forth. And it's going to take me a series of years to get there. But without the foundation of understanding the various moves, or what they call the katas of white belt, then I won't advance, and I won't get that win of moving on to yellow belt. And then I move on to yellow belt, and I move on to orange belt. I get these little wins along the way. I think that's critical for you as an author, is you've got to get these little wins. So I don't particularly like writing by hand. If that's how you like to write, go for it. I like typing by Google Doc. And I'll give you a couple tips on how to start putting those words to paper. If your first book is 10 pages long or 12 pages long, write a half a page a day. Just start there. Just put 100 words down. Get another author to start critiquing your work or start editing your work. Build a little bit of a collaboration. You can reach out on social media and go, hey, I'm writing my first book. Is there anybody out there that's written a book? Would you be willing to coach me? There's so many authors that know the problems and the challenges and the struggles of new authors that, believe me, somebody will be out there to want to help you. So find a mentor. Whether they're vastly experienced or not is not important. You just need another person. And then just start small, and then get an ebook on Kindle. Now you have a win. You can actually look at it. You can show your friends. You can say, you know what, I'm a published author. Yeah, it's only an ebook. Yeah, it's only 2,500 words. But so what? It's a win. Last time you had nothing. Now you've got an ebook. Now that you've had that win and you've got some confidence, you've kind of got your white and yellow belt under you. Now you can go for orange belt and green belt. You see what I mean? We're taking this Kaizen approach to building your confidence. And if you keep doing that, what's going to happen is then one day you'll write the big book. So if you're writing fiction, maybe you write some short stories that are 2,500 words or more. Again, that's the minimum for Kindle. Another tip here that I found that's really, really good is I can do a video like this, upload it to YouTube, take my video and have it transcribed. You can speak your book or ebook into existence. So if you're having a hard time translating thoughts into writing or typing, a lot of times what I've done to help people is, let me just interview you. You just speak free form. We'll have a little bit of an outline of what topics to cover. We'll record it. We'll send it to a transcriptionist. We'll have it transcribed. We'll send the transcription to an editor, and voila, we've got the makings of the beginning of a book. I did this one time with a partner of mine who I wanted her to provide a frequently asked question page to her services, an FAQ page as it's normally called. And I said, I want you to write down all the common questions you get, and then I want you to provide the answers. She's like, oh my God, I get like 25 to 50 questions, and then to write out, like, I have no time to write all that. I said, great. What I want to do is we're going to interview you on a video. I'm going to ask you the questions, and then you're just going to free flow the answers. You're just going to speak as if you're talking to me, as if I was a client asking you that question. And I'm going to record it. Then I'm going to transcribe it, and then I'm going to send it to an editor. Well, that 1 hour video turned into 10,000 words. Where'd you get that? That 1 hour video turned into 10,000 words. There's her ebook. There's her FAQ pages. There's a bunch of blog posts. And from that, we can extract tweets and social media posts, and we can create emails from that. From that large body of content, we can then repurpose it for other things like an ebook. So let's say you're a coach, you're a consultant, or you're an expert in a field and you want to share your how-to or your insights, and you've got, man, if I could just put all of what I know in my mind onto paper, into a book, and then share it, that would be awesome. Do the interview, come on Growth Driven. I mean, you could come on my show or go on somebody else's show or just do a video, just let it loose for an hour or two, have it transcribed, take the transcription to an editor who knows how to format it into an ebook, upload it, get it designed, your cover designed on Fiverr for $50. You're a published author. Now with that win and having overcome that hump of, okay, now I'm an author, and you've built some confidence in yourself, now write the bigger one. Follow the same pattern. Network with other authors, get tips, start to build a community of support. That's my tip for beginning authors, is just begin small. Do something that you can face and confront. Do something that you go, okay, that's not overwhelming. A page a day, a half a page a day over 25 days, or record it on a video and then have it transcribed and sent to an editor. You know what? I think I can do that. Now, if you're an aspiring author, and you want some help, come to me, or just reach out on your social network. Just be completely transparent. And, just right now, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of the above, your email, whatever you have, start there. Start with what you have and just say, hey, I'm an aspiring author. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I'm looking for other people that have walked this journey successfully. I'd like some tips. I'd like someone to kind of Sherpa me up that mountain and down the mountain. Is there anybody out there that'd be willing to kind of hold my hand, give me guidance, mentor me, etc.? You would be surprised that there's a lot of people out there who went through the same pain and overwhelm, that you did and would love to give back to another author to see them win. So those are my beginning tips for you if you want to become an author. It's very fun. It's just something that you can add to your bucket list to go, you know what? I wrote a book, but why not start with an ebook? Why not start with a small ebook and then grow your confidence and create more titles? And again, if you're just completely still overwhelmed after all this, reach out to me. I'd love to help you. This has been another edition of Growth Driven with Edwin Dearborn. You make it a great day. Bye-bye.